Well, hi there. How's it going, everyone? Hope you guys are doing wonderfully today. You guys just looking so beautiful. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Hello to you and you and you. Hi, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing okay. If you're unfamiliar with me, I go Mechanical Beanstalk. My intro is thus. I'm a variety streamer who tries to do more off-the-radar games, which includes games with a very strong modded presence or games that have a very strong community presence. Games that are indie games that need a little bit more of a spotlight, or the same for retro games. Today we're going to be... This is not really a retro game. It's not really a off-the-radar game, per se. But this is kind of like our unofficial Warhammer 40,000 day. We started playing Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, the cRPG made by owlcat. We played through the campaign once. We're playing it through again as a modded character. Because I love the 40k setting. It's my favorite IP, right? I got into it a number of years ago. We started off with the tabletop game. It was way too expensive for me at the time. I kept up with it as long as I could, but I started off with Sisters of Battle when they were metal, and that was not a good idea. It was yes, it was very expensive, and it got me into the RPG. Kind of spiraled out of there, but I think my first... if you're unfamiliar with Warhammer 40,000, by the way, it's just a science fantasy setting where it's off in the far off future of 40,000 plus. Life is cheap. Technology is very archaic and almost mystical. And the first, I think, one of the first lines I want to say was something like, "I played the Dawn of War game," and that really got me into it. And in the battle, in the instruction booklet, when they still had instruction booklets, it said something like, it had a picture of a penitent engine, which was a heretic who is not worshipping, someone who's not worshipping the God Emperor, who's been sinning so much, he's been plugged into a giant mecha, and the mecha itself, it said, was powered by his desire to repent. And I'm like, that is so stupid and cool. I love it. So I was a big fan of the stupid, cool side of Warhammer 40,000. Big old giant, skyscrapers-sized mecha that can, level continents. Guns that would really unbalance the mecha. Just actions where, like you can destroy a few planets of your own just because you have so many people. You don't even the Emperor, the Imperium itself, Imperium doesn't know how many people it has. Like the administratum, the bureaucracy of this giant empire is just so big and bloated. It's just like, you know what, fuck it. Someone could drop dead at their keyboard while trying to do the books on one star system, and no one would ever know about it for years, and the system would just kind of fall off the map. That's the side of Warhammer 40,000 I like. I mean, some people like it for its kind of grimdark aesthetics. I like that too, but I like it more for the ridiculous side of it. Like, I like it that I feel, maybe this says something about me, but I like Warhammer 40,000. Also, it's kind of comforting. Like, it's a bleak future, but the future it portrays is just so ridiculous and over the top. It's hard to see it ever really happening. I know some people will say, "Oh, Doomer this, Doomer that," but I don't know. It's just so ridiculous. You have they take there's a weapon where you take the brains of psychics and plug them into a backpack a la Ghostbusters, and you have like this giant ray gun. It's just weird. It's kind of like the same thing about like Fallout, how that setting's future gets a little bit weird. Anyways, we're gonna be playing Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. We're going to be doing the second campaign. It's modded a little bit, so we can actually use the Space Halfling faction as a race, right? Just a few stat tweaks. We're playing as the Rogue Trader is a privateering merchant prince that goes around expanding the domain of mankind. And this particular adventure takes place on the ship Hearth and Home with Captain Guppo Teawhistle of the Teawhistle dynasty. And we're going to make some of the NPCs in the game that come into our party into space halflings. They're called Ratlings in the society. But anyways, we load it up. If you guys haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. Current goal is to work my YouTube membership, so you can help me out there. That'd be great. Looking for 500. Trying to get that before... Wait, it's like half the year's over. Well, then before the end of the year. I think I did have a bet with chat the other day. As if we get 1,000, I'd do something bad. I kind of forgot what that was, but I'm like thinking about it. Oh crap, that's on video now, isn't it? Let's see, where is it? Rogue Trader. I have so many games on my desktop. Some of these games I'm going to forget about, which is kind of sad in a way. Anyways, loading up Warhammer 40,000. We'll talk a little bit about Warhammer 40,000 lore, because I love doing that on Sundays. We have, over on YouTube, we have a list of things I was thinking about talking about. But if you have anything you want to talk about in the live chat, post it in live chat. If you're watching this on the post recording later on, you can post it over in the description of the video down below. And I can always talk about it. But yeah, and I love talking to you guys about it in Discord and over in the comments and, you know, Reddit, all that stuff. So I'm active on most social medias. I actually am a little bit more active on Reddit. I don't know what that says about me. Everyone has such a bad like take on, like, well, I don't know about take, but they have a bad like a decently bad opinion on Reddit for some reason. I don't know. I like it. I got into forums a lot as a kid. Nothing too weird, just like social, what is it? Just various nerdy stuff, geeky stuff. I'm a kid. And I always loved it. I have good memories about that. Anyways, that's the sound of Rogue Trader. Let's pop over there. Let's bounce over there. Whoop. Nope, not the right one. That is letting you guys know all my secrets. Uh-oh. Hold on one second. I think I have to finish the game. It says reset the game to finish the update. Okay, close. So, okay, I guess we have to close the game or just reset the game. Let's see, where's there a patch? Hopefully it's not going to break our... Hopefully it's not going to break our halflings. I'm going to be so sad if that happens. Trying out a pistachio coffee today. Got a little pistachio cream. I don't know if you guys can see it. Pistachio cream, some sugar, some chicory, like I normally do. I've been making my coffee through a... should I reset? Okay, hold on. I think I should load it and then back out. We can always go over and we can talk about the Warhammer 40,000 setting. Yeah, we can talk about lore while it's loading up, but hopefully... I didn't realize that Rogue Trader got an update. So it says exit and then continue to fix Toy Box. So let's do that again. Toy Box gave me an well, maybe it was Toy Box that got an update, which is good. Well, this turned out pretty good. But oh yeah, what was I saying? I was using the I usually use my cappuccino, my espresso machine to make basic coffee along with just espresso. I like it. It just has that nice. It has a little bit. I guess I like smooth coffee. But yeah, I just did a little bit of drip coffee. We did fog. It's just kind of cheap coffee, I guess. You know, coffee is just so expensive, along with everything else these days in the U.S. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, let's while it's loading up. Hopefully it's gonna load up okay. But yeah, let's go over what we're gonna talk. Oh, it's not letting me tab out. Hold on. Okay, well. Oh. Hopefully I didn't break Rogue Trader. I guess we might play something else. Oh, it's loading. Cool. Yes. Stoop. Please do not break the game. I want to play my halfling guy. I'm sure it's not broken. Okay, I think it is not loading up on your guys' side, is it? For some reason. Beep, 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 beep. I don't know why it's loading. Or not loading. What's going on? I think my OBS is acting weird too. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Guys, let me know if I go offline and you can't see me anymore. Just yell at your screen and clap your hands until I come back. I'm like a fairy. Window capture. It's weird that it's not displaying any rogue trader. It's always something. RT. Boop. And not working? Okay. Okay. You know, OBS, I don't know if you... For anyone who knows OBS, this will make a little bit more sense, but I feel like they should just give up on having the game capture option. Like, window capture generally works no matter what. RT... For some reason, it is not displaying. Window capture... Yes. What? That is not Rogue Trader. What's going on? What's happening? What is happening? What is going on? Hold on. What is going on? Okay. Can I... What? Okay. It's not... Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I don't know. We've been playing this for like a year, and this has never happened before. So... This is great. Very unusual. So I click on Rogue Trader, and it tries to load up OBS. What the hell? What the... Let's see here. Hold on. Settings. Game settings. Display, maybe? Sound accessibility, control, graphics, video, display, exclusive full screen. Let's do full screen borderless window. Let's try that. Okay. Let's see if that helps at all. What is happening? Why is he just not running on OBS? What's going on? Am I going crazy? I guess I could just capture my full screen, right? I guess. Let's just go... Oh! What the... It was there for a second. What happened? Okay, let's just do full screen capture. I don't think I have anything incriminating for you guys to see. Let's see here. 1 second. Okay, cool. I think I see it. Everything's fine. Let's just do this. We might have a problem bouncing off. Let's see, continue. Continue, I guess. Let's see what happens. Hopefully Captain Guppo is okay. Yeah, I don't know why. You know, a year in the game runs fine with OBS, and now this. Weird. Coffee is amazing. The pistachio does well. The pistachio cream does well with coffee, and gives it a little bit of a good taste to it, like an aftertaste. I think I need something else to complement it, to like carry. I don't know if You can do something to have the taste like carry along with the aftertaste. That'd make a really good coffee. I love Warhammer! I'm sorry, I'm being weird. I guess you guys already know that. I love Warhammer! Oh yeah, that's right. So what did we do last time? We're trying to find a navigator, which are the beings which partially enable faster than light travel to be a thing, right? Captain Guppo is very short. He's very privileged. He's a little short man. He's like ordering people around. He's like, so he lands at this navigator station. He's like, you, and he's like, well, no, we're in the middle of a civil war. I can't. No, you coming with me? I demand it. And he's like, don't. If you try to take me, I'm gonna fight you. And he's like, how dare you talk to me like that? I am Captain Guppo. And we fought him, and he wouldn't be taken alive, and we killed him. So, yeah. So hopefully there's a living navigator on this ship, on the station. And we will request him. I like Cassia. I like the character. But... uh-oh. Please load. Please load. Please load. Please load. Please load. Okay. Yes! And he's still tiny! Yes, our man is still tiny. Look at him. He's so small. He can't even climb. He can't even reach the... He has a regicide table. Oh, that's pretty cool that they actually show what regicide looks like. The position of the piece of the board suggests the game of regicide was interrupted and the winner was never determined. So yeah, our auntie was probably maybe playing with her bodyguard. So this is interesting to actually see what regicide looks like. So it looks like there's two opponents, but the board is not like just a square grid. It's square, and then there's a raised portion in the center. I'm sure someone has made up the rules for regicide at some point in time. I might try. This is Captain Guppo speaking, by the way. This is my wonderful Captain Guppo accent. I know. Hold your applause. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Settle down, everyone. Settle down. Let's see here. I already did my absolutions. I soaked my private parts. Now we're going to go back. Have to wash all the blood off of me. We're going to go back to that station. And we're going to get a damnable navigator. So we can finally get off this planet. Yo! Bow, yes. I am Captain Guppo. Halflings. Ratlings, as they say in the Imperium. Scurry back to your pipes. Have your pies. Get to the pie furnace and start throwing pies into the furnace so our ship can go. Our ship runs on pipeweed, so I've been told. And salty pork. I don't know. That's the only thing I know what to do. Maybe I should actually read more Lord of the Rings. Yes. We got Lord Captain Guppo Teawhistle. We have 𝕽𝖶𝖌𝖚 as a halfling. We have some mercenaries. Officer Molly Prickleberry. We have Pascal for now. I do like Pascal, how he plays. And his, like, he can do kind of like, he can use a 2-weapon range attack for his offhand. That's pretty fun. Potts Freebo, Metal Guard Commander. He's going to be our temporary tank. Rylek Keenleaf, Master of Whispers. I'm trying to make him more like a... Originally, I wanted to make him more of like a poison dual-weapon psyker, but I don't think that's really possible in this particular game. So, right now, he's just a psyker, dual-wield. He's going to pop up his agility as much as possible with psychic powers. We got 𝕽𝖶𝖌𝖚 that is just glass cannon. We got Officer Molly Prickleberry. It's our sniper. And she's going to synergize a little bit more with Captain Guppo, because Captain Guppo can be her spotter, buff her up, get her lots of additional attacks for her sniper rifle. Pascal is just a front to middle range combatant. He has a shotgun in his offhand chance. Potts Freebo, tank, sword. We haven't unlocked shields yet, but I'm sure we'll get shields whenever we get the chance. We've seen a little bit of the Lex Imperialis DLC, the new one. Not a whole lot, but we've been introduced to a new character. Was it was it Laws McLoddington? That's what we're gonna call him. Veil degradation scales from 1 to 20 and does not transfer between battles. It is the same value for all psychers in a battle. Yes. There's no veil degradation in the pen and paper game. It was just like, the more you... The crazier you get with some of your spells or psychic powers, the more of a chance that something bad will happen. If you roll... I think it's if you roll a double on a D100, which is 2 10-sided dice. Yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you guys this. You guys are smart. You guys are smarter than me. I really appreciate that. Because you can tell me what to do. But, yeah, if you ever roll a doubles in the pen and paper RPG, at least the first edition of, like, Rogue Trader and all that stuff, you have a chance, you roll on a chart, and the chart is, I guess we can always look at the chart, too. Let's see here. Let's do... Yeah, we can just do this. It's easy. We can do Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader Core Rulebook. This is a little bit easier than just like tabbing between different tabs. Let's see. But Rogue Trader you can do... let's see here. Armory, Navigator Powers, Navigator Gene, Navigator Powers, Navigator Mutations, Peril in the Peril in the Warp. Okay, so loading up. Okay, cool. You know, maybe I should like read this lore stuff. I do like to talk about lore on this this place, this channel of ours. Let's go up a little bit more. This is a little bit too big. We're traveling counters in the warp. Where's Perils? Navigating the warp. Navigator mutations. I think it is. It doesn't know what it's talking about. Hold on. Taking a while to load. Navigator Peril in the Warp. Yes. Let's see. No, that's Navigator Powers. Psychic Techniques. Where is Perils of the Warp? The Peril in the Warp. Where is Perils in the Warp? I won't take too long doing this, guys. I don't want to keep you. I know you're taking your precious time to hang out with me, and I appreciate that. Initial powers, using Navigator Powers. Beep, 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 boop, 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 boop. Playing the game. Game Master. Let's see here. Perils of the Warp. I'm pretty sure it's is in the Psychic chapter. Talents. Let's see. Psychic Techniques, type of Psychers. I think it's in this one. Hold on. Too big. Scary. Master Pass, Light Psychers, Psychic Ability, Psychic Strength. I'm pretty sure it is right here. Here we go. Okay, so this is how it generally works, right? So in the Warhammer 40,000 pen and paper Rogue Trader game, if you roll doubles on a D100, you have you roll on Psychic Phenomena generally, and based on how nasty the warp is around your area, you get a plus to that roll, right? So like say you roll like an 87. So you roll an 87, right? And it says Perils of the Warp. So instead of getting like the Psychic Phenomena are like small stuff that can kind of hinder you a little bit, but if you get 75 plus, you go over to Perils of the Warp, which are crazy stuff. Okay, so let's do let's say 65. So you roll a 65 on that, right? So 59 through 67, Dark Summoning, a Warp Predator rips into existence within 3d10 meters of the Psyker for 1d10 rounds until it is slain. It detects the Psyker and trains its attacks on the fool that unwillingly summoned it. So yeah, just your spells and your psychic powers have influence. They tap into the power of this extra dimensional space of energy, which is also used for faster than light travel in Warhammer 40,000. And because it's like the laws of physics do not are taken at the same rate, it's easier to kind of lose control of your own power, depending on how skilled you are as a psyker, the spellcasters in this setting, right? So in the owlcat's RPG, it's just if you the higher you get on your veil rating, the more chance you're going to get negative stuff on it. Here's the thing, like in the pen and paper RPG, like the idea, everyone would say that, you know, psychers are pretty powerful, right? And everyone would say, well, it's powerful, but you always have there's a chance of like actually killing your character. There's a chance of killing your character if you roll badly, which, yeah, it is. But so in order to actually do really nasty stuff, like the dark summoning, like accidentally summoning a demon, you would have to get pretty low. That's 67. So you'd roll, you roll doubles for one in order to trigger it. Then you roll a D100, and then if you get a 25% chance of getting a bad thing, and then there's another 100% chance to get the really bad stuff, and then it's I'm saying maybe a 10% chance of really getting your characters. I don't know. That's okay. But you have things in the pen and paper game called fate points, which are your resource for avoiding death or bad rolls. So you can like use them to re-roll certain things if you have them. And generally, if you're playing your character right, you're going to have something, right? So it seems like psychers are pretty powerful, and you could potentially summon your character out of existence, but generally that doesn't happen in the early Warhammer 40,000 role-playing games. So I don't know, just my personal opinion. You can do, the worst you can get is 99 through 100. So if you roll that, lost to the warp. The psyker must make a very hard willpower test. Again, another willpower test, or using your character, or he is dragged into the warp by demon immediately for the purposes unknown. The psyker appears on an uninhabited planet, or a psyker appears on an inhabited planet 1d10 weeks later with dim memories of a horrific fate. He suffers 40-10 corruption points. That's another way of potentially losing your character, as well as other possible complications from the actions while possessed, including a potential visit from the Inquisition. In the future, he must make adjust all perils of the warp checks by +10 due to his body serving as a conduit for fell forces. Okay, so that doesn't immediately kill your character, right? So if you roll 100, so it's like less than 1% chance of actually losing your character through perils of the warp. Right, destruction. The psyker is immediately and irrevocably destroyed. He is sucked in, screaming into the warp, never to be seen again, or consumed utterly by hellfire. There's a 50% chance that a demonic entity appears in the psyker's place. Okay, so that's fun, but I think in the cRPG, it's a little bit more deadly because you can summon something that you can't beat early in the campaign, but we're not going to give a shit. Okay, so yeah, we encountered the first navigator. We tried to take him by force, and they fought to the death.
It's about time.
How dare they fight to the death? How dare they? Do they know who Captain Guppo is? Examine.
Station is a sacred place of the owlcat, who shields the rulers of this fortress against death and darkness. Why then are the vox channels dead? And why is the air not filled with the holy binaric rhythms?
Interesting. I am not sure, Pascal. Let's see. Examine awareness 100%. The corpses were mauled by a force far beyond mortal capacity. The faces were twisted in pain, and the hands are fused with improvised weapons, tools, scissors, and cutlery. Okay. Jump. Turn on. Wait, did I get...
Claim to the stars.
I think this is in the... If you let him live, he gives you access to this elevator. Turn on. The elevator powers out. Okay, I think we have to go over here.
Predictable.
That's free bow. Do we have to fight again? Servant. We just killed all... Okay, there's servants walking around here. No, don't mind me. Oh, yeah, there's like... Well, I'll be damned. Someone gave the veil between the worlds a good thrashing. And not too long ago at that. Okay. So, yeah. This is saturated
A
in
new
warp
challenge for
corruption.
me?
So something darkly magical happened. Servant. Servant! What are you doing? Mumbles incoherently. Alright. Yes. Pascal, I have blood on my shoes. Ugh. This is very inconvenient. I'll have to see my cobbler. Wait, cobbler's yeah, cobbler's the thing that does shoe repair, right? Cobbler! I want peach cobbler.
Successful.
Ah, yes, with butter. Delicious butter.
I won't
Grox butter.
tolerate weakness.
And maybe a little bit of ham. Okay, what do we have here? More stuff to trade. I love treasure. I love loot. Oh, he's mutated too. Look at this guy. He's mutated from exposure to warp. Like I said, the warp, the immaterium, the energy dimension, it just doesn't. The laws of reality don't affect things the way they should. And if you get exposed to it a certain way, you can mutate. What we got here? Mutated flesh stammer. I think there's a puzzle that I never finished in this dungeon. But I kind of want to hurry up, and I want to get to the... I want to get through this. I want to get to the Lex Imperialis content. So maybe I won't do it. Oh, wait, whoa, 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 whoa! Mutant Commander, Mutant Trader. Okay, let's not be so hasty. Let's see here. Guppo is going to here, and my sniper is going to be right here. Let's see, everything is yeah. You guys can see me. Everything's fine. Microphone is working okay. Ugh, jeez.
Did you want something?
Right here.
There is a
you
fervor in my soul.
right here.
No
You
suffering will make me
here.
forget his sacred
And
words.
Pascal.
Watching the lazy hand
Right here.
sacred technology breaks my heart. Figuratively
Okay.
speaking,
So there's
my
mutants.
cardiovascular augmentation can withstand much more than hyper.
My faith is my
Let's see if I can
shield.
do this. What we got? Mutant Trader, Mutant Commander. Let's see if I can I get him? Yes.
I will not be
Him.
deterred. Heresy grows from
I
idleness.
get you. Actually, you know what?
My
I'll move a little bit.
ascension has only just begun.
Mute these guys. Cool. Twitch, Flock Nation. Hey, hello. How's it going, Flock Nation? What's going on, you beautiful person? Hi. How's it going? How's your day? Snipe.
Submit and you'll die quickly.
Submit and you'll die quickly. What's your dealio? You guys are praying? Praying like nerds? Let's see. The bows into position. I think my guys are coming into their own. They have, okay gear. So I'm having a little bit better time. I am playing this on the hardest difficulty, not the one life one. I would like to play that eventually. But for now, just hard is fine. Like, just having to make like I'm not one to not make mistakes. So playing the, was it Iron Man mode or whatever it's called? It's got I mean, I could have fun with it, but for the most part, I don't like to, just accidentally make a mistake and then I lose all my progress on it. I just don't. I don't like doing that. No. Okay, Pots Freebo, Freebo. I'll do this. Wait, no. I'll do my tank here, my assassin over here, and my Pascal. My Pascal will be right here. Okay. Flock Nation, I'm good. Still laying in bed. That sounds good. That actually sounds very... Wait, what the... Where'd you come from? Mutant Trader? What the... Did you disappear? Let's see here. Should I have Pascal... Wait, can I... I could probably jump over. Maybe. I can jump over with, what's-his-face. I have my assassin here. Dira. Master Whispers. I can kill him and then jump. I don't know, maybe jump over this. We'll see. I think it can make 2. That's like a 3 square jump, though. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. That's fine. Oh, and he's the first? Okay, cool. So, let's see here. What do we do? We do... boop.
The ruin beckon of blood-soaked tribute.
Okay. And then I used up my jump! Crap! Okay, that's fine. Let's get in the cover. Cover's better. Crap. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. You mean, Commander, what are you doing? Cover never affects me, but it affects everyone else. I don't know what's up with that. I am going to punch you in the face. Punch you in the face. Sorry. No, wait. I'm not sorry. Stop that. Yeah, that's fine.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Yes. My Samwise. The equivalent of Samwise. Wait. Oh! Okay, cool. It does it. It shows what damage that they do now, even if you don't highlight them. That's cool. But I do want to get over here. And then what do we got?
And so shall it be done.
We got one more.
Rejoice in service.
Cool.
Follow my lead.
My armor is content.
Nice.
Weather the storm.
It's just like I'm eventually gonna go to 𝕽𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 or whatever the new character is in Lex Imperialis. 𝕽𝖊𝖊𝖊𝖗, Policeman von Policenheimer. I can't remember what his name is, but he has a different class. He doesn't have. He's not gonna have taunt, which is gonna be interesting. I rely on taunt so much in all my fights in this game. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So my spotter. Boop.
Suits my purposes.
Let's do all this. Boop. And then we do this.
Already done.
Okay. And then we do this. Let's see here. Do. Use one of these.
Be deterred.
Let's see here. Oh. Oh. Can kill that. Kill this guy. That's look. That's really cool. I like how it shows displays that. It's gonna hit my guy though. 78% chance to hit. 48% chance. What about this guy? Mutant Trader. I'll just kill him.
Actions will speak. Another step towards our ultimate victory.
Okay, and then I should probably just kill this guy actually. Boop. Nice. Good job, Captain Guppo. Yes.
The Emperor commands. Let this be the warning to all who
Cool.
oppose us.
Oppose us.
Rejoice in service.
I kind of want to take the shot. I think my guy's going to make it because a lot of the hit points are just the temporary hit points. 48% chance. Can I buff it up somehow? Dash.
I will not be deterred.
Increase the damage. Ooh. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm gonna take the shot. Yes. And I missed my own guy. This is gonna be a lucky day. I can feel it. I'm gonna have a great day. Wait, what's going on here? You can't cheat like that. You can't add more people to the combat. Cheaters. Parry. Stupid.
Follow my lead. Clean up this mortal flesh.
Okay.
Nothing.
Adira. Endearing. Can do dominate. Oh, I can't do dominate? Hold on. Maybe do over here? Does that make any difference? Yes.
Cover me.
Cover me. Dominate. And then these are all melee, right? Melee. Can I blind anyone else? Might as well just blind someone, right? Or let me see. Can I not? How about shout? Can I do that? Yes.
On it.
Oh wait, I should have done that to this guy. Oh well, whatever. Pascal! Pascal! Let's see here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. So we'll do that. He'll run up here, and he will attack.
Advancing.
Okay, doing really good so far. Because I am amazing like that. 26% chance. Can I do 6% chance to hit? I think I'll take the shot.
Running by miracle.
Yeah. Okay, just get more. Spread those analytic tags. Who's that? Wait, who? What? Who's that? Wait, what? What? Where are you coming from?
Onward! Follow my lead.
My faith strengthens me.
Oh, shotgun.
Follow my lead.
Pascal. Uh-oh. Oh, Pascal. Uh-oh. Okay, wait, where are you? Rub blub blub. That's. Let's see how that's. Oh, I can't do. God damn. Can't really do much, can I? Let's see here. Da 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 do 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 do. Okay, do that. Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna care about breaking open reality in this campaign. I have. What was it? At least 2 psychers in my party. I'm gonna take psychic talents later on in the game, in the campaign, with Captain Guppo. Captain Guppo's gonna start practicing his own magic. Yes. Red Keenleaf. Where are you? You should heal Pascal. Oh, I don't have anything for
Emperor
you.
grants strength to faithful.
Integrity factor increased.
Cool. Probably shouldn't be using all my med kits because I can just run back to the ship. Let's see here. I can charge. Medium trader, medium trader. No, it's better if I taunt. Is anyone else? Just taunt. Oh, wait. Oh, well, whatever. Less people to attack Pascal. Captain Guppo. Let's see, what's this? Get back in the fight. Officer encourages an ally who immediately recovers from effect of burning and gets 6 temporary wounds. Can I do that on you? Can I get that? No. Spotter. Sure, firearm mastery. We'll do it.
May my wrath be thy undoing.
Officer Molly. Get that.
The Emperor commands,
And then get
and
this.
so shall it be done.
Just buff up my shot. And Mutant Trader. The commander was dead. So we kill this guy.
Rejoice in service. Another step towards
Cool.
our ultimate
And then we
victory.
kill this guy.
Your corrupt
Cool.
way has failed.
And then we kill this guy.
Actions will speak louder than words.
I mean, I don't think you heard me. I said then we kill this guy.
This
Cool. And that's it, right? No, that's
to
not it.
all who
Very not
oppose
it.
us.
Okay. Got our spotter team. Wait, is there 2? Where's the other one? Where is this guy? Oh, hello. Where'd you come from? Hello.
Suits my purposes.
Ah. Then we do this again.
And so shall it be done.
Do.
I will not be deterred.
Then we do this. We have a lot of abilities. God, yeah, this sniper team is actually pretty good. This is probably my best damage output that I have so far in the campaign. Boop.
The Emperor commands. Your corrupt way has failed you.
And then free reload. Sniper team is amazing.
Rejoice in
Clearing out the entire room. Oh my lord. Except now. 91% chance. Come on. There we go. Cool. Yay! That was quick. Let's see. Save. Yes. Excellent shot, Molly Prickleberry. I, Captain Guppo Teawhistle, acknowledge your somewhat better skill than some of these ragamuffins.
None shall stand in my way.
Okay. So lore-wise, I think I mentioned this before in previous streams, but Captain Guppo, his backstory is it's part administratum error that he got his warrant of trade, because generally they wouldn't assign like an abhuman to that powerful role. And also, he was a leader of a halfling colony on a very prominent agro world, and just political pressure, they couldn't just kill him because he was being a little bit more of a nuisance. So they gave him kind of a death warrant of trade, which is the wording of the warrant of trade is such that it's like set up to fail your family line in terms of, like, finances, stuff like that. Let's see, what does this do again? Sure, I'll read it. It's a tremendous honor. Yes, but the promotion will transfer the entire squad to the child's personal guard. By the Emperor. Well, you are a strapping lad. Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't be listening to this. That's, oof, too spicy. Oh, you are a strapping lad. Let's see. I got a lot of stuff to do. Was that Cassia? Wait, what does it say? I can actually read this. One dare not doubt the faith of the God Emperor, for none can gain might into the depth of his purpose. Ward off the thoughts of the frostbitten, and adhere to the Imperial Creed. Makes sense. The Lady Navigator statue looks pristine and new. Okay. Oh, so this is House of Orselio's crest. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Skulls, 3-eyed skulls, hands. House of Orselio. So 2 hands, 4 stars, purple, and then some graffiti on it. So what does that mean? Like a gift to the Emperor? It has like kind of like a stained glass motif right over here. What's the deal with House Orselio? Oh, and here's, yeah, the crest is right here too. The 3. No, wait. Was there? Am I looking at something? Oh yeah, right here. 3-eyed crest. I don't think that's a navigator symbol. I think that's just her house. Interesting. So that's House Orselio's crest. So, I'm wondering what this backstory is on it. I'm sure the guy that made the lore for this game actually has a backstory for House Orselio and what their history is. I didn't see a lot of lore dumps for House Orselio in the first playthrough. I sort of remember a little bit of it, but I think we locked ourselves out of Cassia's main storyline last time. Let's go back here, actually. Get some more stuff. This guy's just chilling out. Goods. Examine Lower Imperium. Get some more goods. Oh, what's this? Data crypt. Yes. Examine Lower Imperium.
Excellent.
Statue by the famous Calixian sculptor and chronicler 𝕽𝖌𝖚𝖊𝖊𝖗 the Magnificent. Okay. The 23rd year of this millennium. Original. Okay. Interesting. So, again, Calixis is the neighboring sector of space to the area that we're in. Okay. Kick her door down. Heavy door is secured by a sophisticated mechanical lock. There must be a way to unlock it from somewhere else. Oh, we almost forgot this. Goods. We got what we got here? Pontius Siphius Gelasius, on the training of worthy servants of the court of the 𝕵𝖃 Nobilite. A good majordomo attempts to nurture only the finest flowers in the garden that is their master's life. Therefore, the new seeds for the garden must be weeded out with utmost care, so that the garden's trees may yield the sweetest fruit. The lessons below will help you separate the precious seeds from the vile thorns that cultivate the perfect garden for any lady navigator. Lesson 1. A faithful servant always makes sure their mistress's rooms and garments are clean. Lesson 2. A faithful servant will never offer their mistress the same dress presented earlier in the cycle. Cassia wears the same dress all the time. What are they talking about? Lesson 3. A faithful servant offers their mistress a glass of fresh water upon walking. Lesson 4. A faithful servant tastes each dish, every drink before serving it to their mistress. That's, in this setting, yeah, I can see that. Lesson 5. A faithful servant will have mastered the art of styling their mistress's hair. The total time that 5 servants can spend on arranging their mistress's coiffure should not exceed 3 revolutions of the chronometer. Okay. 3 hours? Okay. A faithful servant lives for their mistress and gladly gives their life for her as well. A faithful servant... he fell asleep. Cool. I like it. Goods. We got more samples. Navigator flesh sample. A navigator sample with fragments of scales and rudimentary webbed fingers. Okay, cool. Okay.
I can barely understand cogs when they talk, but it seems I'm going to have plenty of opportunities
𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊.
to bone up on my translation skills.
When the truth is comprehended, let it be sheltered from the profane mind and ring out in binary purity.
Okay, you guys settle down. Settle down, you two. We have a navigator to find. These foolish navigators have mutated themselves, apparently, and caused all sorts of problems for themselves. It would be better if they served the Teawhistle dynasty.
None shall stand in my way.
We should take over the space station. Oh, mutant trader. Should we go in there yet? Take a look around. I know there's a fight in there. Can I go in there? Is the steam... Wait, is this a hazard? Go in there, Pascal. Get in there. Okay, you're fine. Steam is not that steamy. Clear athletics, sure.
Triumphant, as always.
Cool. Goods. Oh, look what we found. Mars pattern sword. So that was made on Mars. Yeah, that's fine. We got this. Noble silk gloves. We're against +5 bonus to persuasion. Yeah. And we can open up the door.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Sure. Tech use.
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
We have definitely different places to go. And there's traders. I think they could shoot us through this grid. I think I do remember this combat. A little bit closer. Let's see, Adira,
Yes.
Pascal. Pascal will go over here. Go a little bit closer so I can get a better look. Medicaid, goods, mutant trader. Okay, sure.
A new challenge for me?
Okay. Trying to find a good spot.
For
Pots.
the Emperor.
Do this. Actually, you know what? I'll do these guys right here. And then pots
The Emperor protects.
over here. And I do Pascal over here.
The lazy handle sacred technology breaks my heart. Figuratively speaking,
Cool. Anything
my
else?
cardiovascular augmentation can withstand
don't know if it's going to make me go into that room.
Blessed is 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖃 bloodline.
Teawhistle bloodline, you stupid.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Protect the child. Grah! Okay, cool. Foolish heretics, always shooting themselves, not even knowing how to use a gun. Okay, stuff. Goods. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he just shot himself. And we have data crypt H441. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I never finished that puzzle last time. Medicaid? Deep cuts extend along the mutant's throat, and holy aquila has been carved into their forehead. Traitors are often executed in this way.
It's about time.
Goods. Got research notes on Custodian Fortuna Orselio. I can't remember all these NPCs. Keeper Theobald graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin growths. Gross. So we can study the influence of the rebellious immaterium on the flesh of the Navis Nobilite. Just as we thought, navigators are positively resistant to the restless currents of the warp. Excuse me. The God Emperor truly does shield some people against corruption and misery, but let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly, and I must ready the organ extraction equipment. Okay. Adamantite dust in black water. Language. This is the worst idea that could have entered my mind. God Emperor be praised, I'm lucky to still have my head on my shoulders after a reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an important discovery, that adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the macerator can handle its temper, so we should probably induce a more complex compound into the formula. All the data crypt related to the experiment were recorded into the data crypt K04OH. I'll get back to them later once I'm done with the experiment H41OK. I feel like that's relevant to what I should be doing. Let's see. Have I mentioned that the chunks of meteorite found by Keeper Felix's subjects is completely useless? Although its shining granules can be used to make new paints for the child. Yes, I think I'm going to do exactly that. Nevertheless, we did make... I remember a little bit about Cassia's backstory. Having said that, not even the master can handle its temperature. Interesting. I'd like to know more about my friends. My virtual friends. You guys are not my virtual friends. You are my true friends. Just to let you know. These guys are fictional. You guys are not. I know the difference between reality and fiction. Thank you very much. Tech use. Multi-key. About to charge.
Operation successful.
Yes, more stuff, please.
This 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 is blessed with multiple
I love more stuff. Give me stuff. Give me stuff. I'll take all the stuff. Stuff. Anything else interesting? Long las. Give me 1 second, guys. I think the wifey is calling. 1 second.
was actually trying to steer. I thought you may have fallen down. Yeah, but normally you can hear me.
How about this? I'll leave the door open.
Yeah.
I'll try not.
You still haven't done?
No, I'll be doing my streaming. Okay.
You still haven't started?
I'm doing my streaming right now.
Oh. You're being.
I'm gonna be doing my streaming.
I know, but I thought you were saying that you hadn't started yet.
No. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. We've got long last. Carapace chest plate. Great. Thanks. It's okay. Sometimes one man's junk is another person's trash.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Got in here. Okay. Everyone's just like goods. Notes. Was it? What is it again? Rough blaze sketch. A crumpled sheet of paper with a drawing of a tall woman and a dark-eyed monster, painted with fresh blood. Interesting. I think we got a bad ending for Cassia last campaign. Let's try not to do that this time.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Okay. Oh yeah. This is the puzzle. Awaken the cogitator spirit. We'll devote a little bit of time to this. Cogitator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches, and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered across the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, and still refusing to perish. Pascal. The Tech Priest Vox systems emit a binary trill, and his mechadendrites start furiously lashing at the air. I am recording blasphemy! The person found guilty of such cruelty to a noble mechanism must be sentenced to immediate destruction. Weaken the cogitator. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen of the sacred engine flickers. The cogitator insides emit creaks and groans, and lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine spirits do grant you access to the cogitator systems. Request data on the station's navigators. There's a restless hum in the sacred machine's interior, but soon the required information is projected on the vid screen. Felix Orcelio. I think that we killed that guy, right? Status deceased. Okay. Theobald Orcelio, or maybe it was Theobald. Status alive. Carlomira Orcelio. Location upper chamber. Status deceased. Alexis Orcelio. Lower levels. Status deceased. Rasimus Estevan Orcelio. Status deceased. Okay. The child. Upper chambers. Biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature, stress levels exceeded the permissible limit, status unknown error. Attention, common procedures advised. Attention, upper chambers inaccessible. Error, the main elevator mechanism is not powered. Error, control rod is not present. If the red has been misplaced, immediately contact the station keeper or the Navis Laborium custodian. Okay. Let's see, examine the log. The archive data stored on the cogitator's local data crypt is partially corrupted, but you still manage to access the residual logs for examination. View Vox report 12AH890. The Vox recording hisses for some time before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chambers A to D are unpowered. The Tech Priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Requesting back. The officer's speech is interrupted by the shouting and recording abruptly ends. Officer H-123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior station officers, this is the captain speaking. We're attempting to contact the Winterscale Scion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply and cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. Our rescue team is not coming. We're on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone could be a traitor, you hear? Anyone. If you're in doubt, shoot to kill. Following Vox recordings are too badly stored to make out even a single word. Examine the recent entries of the incident log. Report 𝕿𝖌𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 originator classified, date classified. The servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. Oh no. An order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. Report 𝕿𝖌𝖆𝖊𝖗 originator, date classified. Originator classified, date classified. Negotiations with the Winter Scales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It's imperative that we increase the new retainer's residence to the child's powers. I can't really remember last campaign, like how the Nostromo, well, not Nostromos, the Orcelios interacted with the Winter Scales, because what's going on in their backstory. Okay, spoilers. Wait, I'll put my hand up. Spoilers. Okay, spoilers for the campaign. Okay, I just want to talk about this really quick. Okay, so spoilers. So the Winter Scales, like the Lord Captain Winter Scale of the dynasty is corrupted, right? He's given himself over fully to Khorne, right? And that's what's fostering a lot of these cults, right? So I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering, like, and what was Cassia's deal? Is that she was like an experiment in modifying the Navigator gene pool with a device that enables her to influence like the currents of the warp through like emotion and other people's emotions, something like that. So I don't know. Just kind of trying to put all the pieces together. I'm kind of just, I don't really have a point to what I'm saying. Just kind of like putting it all out there. So yeah, spoiler over. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Okay. Report 𝕿𝖌𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 originator classified, declassified, data expunged. Examine the station's docking log. The log is completely corrupted, but you managed to recover the latest entry. Identity confirmed. Region Aranto Orcelio. Data visit classified. Reason for visit classified. Data departure classified. Examine the security and life support logs. Oops. The yellow light above the control panel flickered to life in a single repeating message streams down the vid screen. Warning. Damage in technical compartments A12B3, D8, and H24 detected. Warning. Living quarters in L10, L16, L28 to pressurize. Warning. Unable to access the station's docking system. Warning. Energy regulation system. Unknown error. The station will transfer it over to emergency power. Immediate evacuation of the facility is advised. Warning. Pascal casts a brief glance at the vid screen and speaks dryly. The imminent demise of this void station is affirmed. The damage to its core infrastructure has reached critical mass, at which point further degradation has commenced in a cascading configuration. Okay. View the encrypted data. Something buzzes in the cogitator's metallic gut. Several red lumens light up and above the vid screen. Required access level, security captain or above. Current access level, senior security officer. Tech use. Break through the machine's guardian defenses. You easily bypass, well, Pascal easily bypasses the restrictions imposed on a sacred machine. The cogitator's overloaded processors were unhappily. Many of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands having been embedded in the machine's spirit's consciousness now flirts across the screen in a single creeping line. Child delete, pick flow, disable, access code, annual station controls, delete activity, shuttle to self-destruct, purge command log. Exploring the archives for a while longer yields a surviving expert from the guard captain's report mentioning that the security systems have recently been reconfigured without his knowledge. His comment reads, only the keepers of the station have access to the life support systems, but Keeper Theobald has not left the child's side, and neither have I. Could it be that, spoilers for a little bit. So, I guess one half of the Orcelio line wants to kill Cassia, from what I remember last campaign, and one doesn't. And she's in line to be the Novator, the leader of the Orcelio line, or House Orcelio, right? So, I guess this is partly to have something to do with it. I don't know. Anyways, end spoiler. Return to list of available commands. Call Rycad Minors for help. Sure. Systems cannot carry your command despite eager compliance of machine spirits. One thing is for certain, the problem does not lie in the cogitator mechanisms. Switch to the main chamber controls. The cogs within sacred mechanisms slowly start turning with heavy grinding and clacking. The tired machine spirits grant you access to station control, or at least parts of it that still obey the cogitator. Open all the doors on level. Cogitator of the screen goes dark as if the machine spirit had fled their mechanical casket. But your assumption is incorrect, as it fills with static just a few moments later. You can barely make out an inscription amidst the flow of rapidly changing symbols. Warning, data corrupted. Processing, error. 1010101010 is required. Pascal's Vox system emit a binary trill. Spirits of the sacred machine require special purification rituals in order to restore utilization of the lingua more familiar to citizens of the Imperium, requesting access to the device. Go ahead. Pascal's fingers drum out a resonant crescendo on the control panel as his mechanandroids remove the metal cover and the data cord slides into the machine's innards. Great. The cogitator's body starts crackling with electrical impulses and the tech priest nods with satisfaction. A few minutes later, Pascal raises his hands above the machine, chants a brief litany only he can understand, and pushes the surviving stump of one of the levers. My humble prayers have satisfied the machine's requirements. I don't remember this from the last campaign. Did I bring Pascal last campaign? Can't remember. No, wait, we did this at a different... Pascal wasn't part of our retinue last campaign. Okay, interesting. Main hall, library, adjacent compartment, technical areas, guard room, laboratory... Or was he? I can't remember. Whatever. Main hall. The cogitator takes a few moments to gather data from the station's active systems. According to the report, the door has already been opened. Library. According to this report, there has already been open. The system rebels and keeps resenting your command. According to the data, the compartment you're trying to open is depressurized. That would not be good to open. Technical areas. Protocol has been executed. The passage has been opened. Guard room has already been opened. Laboratory. Okay. Depressurize. Ah! Cool. I don't remember this last time. Return to list of available commands. Main elevator controls. A few manipulations of the switches make you realize the elevator to upper chambers is blocked. Activate the elevator. Confirmed. Return to list of available commands. Step away from the cogitator. We are good. And dialogue. And I think there was a genetic sequence puzzle. I don't know where that is. Eventually we'll probably come across it.
Follow my lead.
Follow my lead. He sounds like the guy from What We Do in the Shadows. Can't remember what the actor's name is. Oh, Warp Seer's goggles grants warp WP power bonus to warp. That's pretty good actually. That's based on willpower. Oh yeah, willpower. It does say that. Cool. It's right in front of my face. Cool. Actually, that's pretty cool that it actually says it now. Yeah, cool. Oh, look at her. Yes. Cool. Lower warp. That's nice. Cool.
A new challenge for me.
I think there was another door open somewhere, right? I know that the main level door was open. Too many voices. I can hear the rage. The door is open. They come to avenge us. Okay, interesting. Am I missing one? Let's see here. Over here.
It's about time.
Goods.
Would you look at that?
We got meteorite chunk. A shard of fused meteorite, still cold with the icy breath of the void. Cool. What we got here? Ripper auto pistol 3.5. Man, what's the pen? 10 armor penetration? Ugh. No. Not like hard difficulty, man.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Our defender. Yes. Okay. Me. I think this might be the puzzle. What's this? Examine Medicate 80%. Summon. Someone disrupted the experiment in this most brutal fashion. Okay. Maybe they're trying to make more people like Cassia. Psi crystal. Shimmering crystal emits a ghostly light. And then we have biogel, black water, and then unidentified acid. I think I'm just gonna look up the results. I'm gonna cheat a little bit and just do cheat on the puzzle. So I want to, you know, move things along. I want to get to the DLC. The caustic stench of reagents sears your nostrils and broken glass crunches underfoot. Someone or something wanted to destroy
None
these
shall
sample.
stand in my way.
Okay, tissue flask, remaking the control rod. Goods. Okay. What does it say? Research notes of Navis Laboratorium Custodian Fortuna Orselio Part 12. More and more servants are being influenced by the Immaterium, and it has nothing to do with the child's more frequent traumas of Cassia. We've discovered that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the historic crystals that were purchased from the Winterscale dynasty. Again, spoiler, Winterscale upper echelons are corrupted, so I strongly recommend finally grinding the reagent to catalyze the reaction. Do not use acid under any circumstance. Under any circumstances. Okay. Trust me, you'll not like to have 10 to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more basic. Oh, and one more thing. Tech Priest bless the data crypt H41OK for the calculated number of chrono turns, which means no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start. Okay, data crypt H40KO malfunctioned over the course of the research. I should remind the technomats to deliver the sacred mechanisms into the 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖉𝖊𝑗 capable hands. Interesting. See, goods. Let's loot all the stuff we can loot. Let's see here. Laboratory Journal H-4045LS. Experimental section. The child's influence of the psycho-emotional state of various representatives of the Imperium. Access level Orselio T prime. Experiment H4545-1. Subject lowborn male. Okay, so this is Cassia's emotional aura. Test subjects exhibit signs of acute stress. Okay, the majority perished of blood loss while within a day of being placed in the laboratory chamber due to the inability to halt the discharge of ocular secretions, and the perished within of blood loss within a day of being due to the inability to halt the discharge of ocular secretions, tears. Okay. And the body's subsequent replacement of those secretions with the connective tissue of its internal environment. What? Okay. The individuals with the greatest resistance to the sacred child's resonance died several chrono turns later. Extensive wounds in the abdomen, presumably inflicted by a jagged piece of metal. Death was caused by strangulation with the subject's own intestines. Oh my god. Gross. The subject's final shouts exhibited concerns over abominable tentacles and void worms, hallucinations prescribed to his own internal organs. Okay, so he went crazy and strangled himself with his own intestines. Great. Typical peasant. Nothing wrong there. Let's move on. Adamantine. A lump of raw ore. Okay. Adamantine is like one of the stronger substances in the Imperium. Like a super steel. Remake the control rod, tissue flask, transducer, save. I think I can just remake the control rod, and then the rest is just the puzzle. Yes. So transducer. Okay. So tissue flask, data crisp, reagent flask. Let me just boop boop boop. Let's see here. Rotrator. Orselio station puzzle. Let's see here. So do 5 puzzle. Is it York 5? No, I don't think it is. Gonna cheat. Only 2 known combinations. The book you find hints the first one. Combinations are Let's see here. Cheat, 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 cheat. I'm gonna cheat. Cheat, cheat, cheat. I'm gonna cheat, cheat, cheat. I'm gonna cheat, 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 cheat. It's okay. No one's gonna know, even though I'm recording this live. Okay. 1 second. Okay, cool. So adaptive antidote. The combinations are adaptive antidote, mutated flesh sample, biogel. Well, where did I put it? Tissue flask, data connector, catalyst flask, reagent flask. I saved it. So mutated flesh sample. The combinations. Okay, so mutated flesh sample. No, mutated flesh sample. So this is wait, get out of here. A fresh sample with the numerous outgrowths covered in a mesh of bluish-black veins. Ew. Okay, close. And then data crypt connector. Hi. Give me 1 second, guys. So data crypt connector. Let me get this legit. Cheat. I'm sorry. What? Let's see. What we got? Data crypt H41OK. Okay. What does it say? The data encrypt carries a half effaced inscription. Okay. Cool. And then catalyst flask. Catalyst flask. We have. Mutated flesh cell, biogel, fatty acid, biogel, close, reagent flask. Wait, we don't have any reagents? Crystal dust. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're coming back. Okay, that's fine. Cheat. Gonna cheat. Hold on 1 second. Oh, yeah. Cheat. Transducer. Oh, hold on 1 second. Did I? If I cheated enough, you can never cheat enough. Crystal dust. Biogel, adaptive antidote. What is this? We got. What was it? Crystal dust. Adaptive antidote. What was it? Side crystal. Side crystal put through the transducer. Okay, so we have to grind this down. Okay, so close. Okay, anyways, let's go on our cheating ways. Cheat. Oh, look at all the stuff in there. Cheat. We're gonna cheat. Cheat. We're gonna cheat. Cheat. Oh, there's all the stuff. Definitely want to unlock that. Can I have this thing for free and no puzzle? Perhaps? No. Okay. Let's just go here. I think we have to go further up. Anyways, let's go back to the elevator. Trash. We have trash.
I rise above hardships.
Okay. Okay, hold on one second. Turn on, yes. He jumps up. He's like, tries to reach the button. Okay. Let's save more. Bring in the salty pork, yes. Go up, yes. Good. I do want to finish that puzzle. Oh! Oh, this is different. This is definitely different than the last campaign. Cassia. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continuously streams from her scarlet-misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye in the young one's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament. And when your eyes meet, you sense an overwhelming, soul-smothering power. As the otherworldly creature's gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders in terror. Flashes of past warped nightmares re-emerge from the shadows of your memory and paralyze your will. Okay. You survived with brush with warp phenomena sometime in your distant past. You gasp for air in terror, drowning under a crashing wave of pain. You cannot catch your breath. Hot tears burn your cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is it happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely and in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? 𝕽𝖶𝖌𝖚. 𝕽𝖶𝖌𝖚 emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. Ow, ow, ow! As if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Someone stop her. Pascal. I'm registering an abnormal activity in my tear ducts. The salt being produced by my body may negatively affect the performance of my respiratory apparatus. The vulnerability must be rectified. It has been logged. Coercion. This Captain Guppo is not subtle. By the Emperor, if you do not stop your sorcery immediately, I will shoot you in the head! Coercion test succeeded. She wearily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to a sob and a howl of a small wounded animal. I don't like being mean to Cassia. What is happening? Why was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you, who are you? Oh God, remain appointedly silent. You girl may address me as your lordship, rogue trader, Guppo Teawhistle. And under whose tutelage did you learn etiquette? The Space Wolves? Oh ho ho! Ah, yes. Someone with a dry wit. I have yet to find in this accursed sector. And who are you? I am Lady Navigator Cassia 𝕿𝖶𝖌𝖚𝖊𝖗 or Celio. You may address me as... What's this? I feel faint. Oh no! 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Orselio, the heavy-set old man who's been kneeling nearby, erupts into low sobs. His eyes, swollen with crying, dart desperately around the room as the thought, though the veil of ignorance has been ripped away from them. The child! Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, throne preserve! Despite the venerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet-black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. Great. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 Orselio, look at that beard, man. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head. 𝕿𝖗𝖆, watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged he's making the whispers shriek like crazy. He might just open up that eye of his. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Persuasion. At present, I'm trying to determine what is happening in Area 5. Immune to harm. Can't see the navigator's aid. At present, I'm trying to determine what is happening on York 5. Persuasion test succeeded. I'll grant you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels in Felix's service. So who are you? Lord Captain Guppo Teawhistle of the Teawhistle Dynasty. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy. How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Perhaps. Given you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful, and so House Orselio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry your answer. Think on it. You make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today. You decide. These cards are taking a little. What is the effect of what is happening to everyone in this room? Some sort of warp shenanigans? Curse? Shenanigans? You don't understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh and are giddy. And when the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of the great 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗, for she is the heir of House Orselio. 𝕿𝖗𝖆, and they call me dangerous, and with my witchcraft, 𝕿𝖗𝖆 mutters under her breath. What service do you ask of me? Hope glimmers in the navigator's milky eyes. Save the sacred child. Take her away from the station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivulet trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away from his sleeve. With his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. Save the child and deliver her safety to Regent Arantonor, acting head of House Orselio in the Cronus Expanse. Rest assured that that the reward will be worth your effort. Okay. 𝕿𝖗𝖆, I know we came here for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. I believe I have made my decision. Is that so? Cassia shall come with me. I require a navigator. Good. The old man nervously licks his lips, but allow us to say our proper farewells. Of course.
Wake up, my mistress, my sacred child. It is all over now. It is over.
Aw.
What happened? You. I remember you. Have you come to save us?
You feel the crimson eyes roving over your face.
Child, please, listen to me very carefully. One last time. You will now embark on a voyage with this lord to rejoin the house and its regent in the Corollas expanse. I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
Another trickle of blue blood runs down the old man's face, this time from his nose and ear.
No, not you too. Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze. You're coming with me. Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
A hot wave of despair that is not yours washes over you. Your palms sweat and your heart freezes in panic.
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper of 𝕽𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖃, and alas, I have less than a day left in me. Allow me to serve you one last time and honor my final duty to House Orselio. I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
Oh, Theobald.
Theobald! The crimson tears stain the Lady Navigator's white skin once again, but this time her power does not make everyone weep along with her. Captain Guppo is kind of an asshole. So, enough tears, you're coming with me.
And if I refuse?
Cassia juts out her trembling chin and gives you a defiant look.
Please, child, do not be stubborn. Remember your duty to the house, and let those thoughts bring you strength.
What are you going to do to me?
Let's see here. If you wish to leave this station alive, you must first sign a contract. You'll undertake to serve as my navigator until I release you from that obligation.
Striking a deal that profits off the other party's desperation? Just as I thought.
Do not insult me, old man.
Honor in you. Child, let this be a lesson to you. A cruel lesson. But you will have to accept this state of affairs for now, so the house can achieve its goals. Remember, what matters is that you reach Regent Aronto.
I am afraid you leave me no choice, Lord
I
Captain.
don't like being mean to her.
I agree. Now take me to your vessel.
Yes, indeed. It's good to have our affairs beyond this, except... Cool. We leveled up. Nice. Okay, let's level up
I'm always
the captain. Let's see here. Officer. We got willpower, ballistic. I think I need more ballistic skill for the captain. This kind of sucks. Familiar kickback. What we got there. At the end of the turn, Force of World characters gain stacks and never stop shooting equal to Hail of Steel. Each round, Fortune World characters gain a stacking plus 1 bonus to dodge and range attack for each shot they made during this round. Never stop believing. When all stacks of never stop shooting should be lost, they instead become 11 stacks instead. I think that is good. You do something, you kill it, you protect me. Those are always good. Coercion. Let's see here. Ballistic skill. Dueling mastery. Grenadier might be good. First grenade in combat does not spend AP and does not count towards attack limit that turn. Shield mastery, solid perfection, swift movements. Grants 2 movement points. I think that's good. You can always have your buff up. Intelligence. I think perception is good. Willpower is good. Doesn't really need anything other than that, really. Edge of Fate. Let's see. Beginning of every combat, the Psyker's allies gain plus 15 critical hit chance. The first critical hit removes this effect. I think that's pretty good. Fatebringer, allies under effective at least one psychic power gain an additional 9% armor, penetration, flawless plan. Every 9th successful dodge and or parry by the psyker. The allies combined grants the psyker plus 2 additional AP on these. Every 9th successful dodge and or parry by the psyker and their allies combined grants the psyker plus addition on their next turn. That's good. First dodge attempt of every enemy in combat suffers a -21 penalty, probably based on the psychic power. Unnatural luck. When their psyker uses divination psychic power, an ally without a natural luck, that ally gains a natural luck. When the ally suffers a critical hit, it becomes a normal hit. Okay, aftershock. Every time the psyker deals mental damage for any source other than aftershock, the target suffers half and deals mental damage. For any source other than aftershock, the target suffers half as much mental damage at the end of their next turn. Not bad. 15 critical hit chance would go good with my party composition, what I have. Mental breach. Enemies that have taken damage for the psyker at least once suffer -20 penalty to all resistance tests against the psyker. Okay. Until the end of combat. Okay. That's good. Mind Siege. Enemies that fail the willpower resistance test against any of the psyker's psychic powers will suffer an additional 9 direct damage every time they suffer mental damage. Fail the willpower resistance. Okay. Mind Thief. Anytime the enemy becomes the target of any particular psychic ability for the first time, this enemy suffers negative penalty to 5 penalty to the intelligence, perception, and the perception intelligence, and the perception increased by 2 until the end of combat. Pain channeling. That's so better perception would be good for 𝕽𝖶𝖌𝖚𝖊𝖊. Pain channeling. When a psyker kills an enemy with a psychic power, dealing more damage than the target's wounds, the excess damage will be dealt to the enemy closest to a target. Okay, cool. Weak hearts. Enemy suffering from blindness. I'll just do the plus critical hit chance. And Molly, I guess we're just dealing, loving her up as a psyker. Oh, this is Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader. I'm just leveling up my party. Just determining which is where. Oh yeah, I named her Molly Teawhistle. They're all space halflings. Spare magazine. First level characters first reloading combat costs 0 AP. Disorienting pain. All enemy effective of surefire plan also suffers negative penalty to dodge and parry. Okay, that's good. Kill me plan. The bonus damage of the surefire plan is increased by 6. That's actually pretty good. -20 penalty to dodge and parry. I think that's going to be really good for later on. I'll do that if nothing else. Let's see what else. We got skills, tech use, bolters, bolter weapon proficiency. Allows the character to use bolt weapons such as bolter and bolt pistol. Maybe that would be good. Bolter and bolt weapon. And then I kind of originally wanted to give her like heavy weapon training. But we got flame weapon expert. Flame weapon attacks cost -1 AP to use, which is not bad. I think she has flame as a secondary effect. Should I do flame or see flame weapons? So main is going to be sniper, but what was about surefire plan? Hold on one second. Spare magazine, disorienting plan. Enemy affected by surefire plan also suffers -2. So that's pretty good. I think bolter weapon would be good. This flame weapon expert. That's all really good. I think disorienting plan would be better. Eventually I'll get other talents for her. But surefire plan is pretty good. Contingency plan. If the start of the turn, if the Karma Lord has no stacks of surefire plan, they gain 1 stack. That's good. Yes. Because we'll pretty soon we'll start running into guys with like a lot of dodge and parry. Awareness, athletics. What do we have right now? Awareness, 80, Medicae, 50. Let's get a little bit more Medicae. Pascal, Ipu. Ballistic skill, weapon skill. That's the only choices we have. +4, yes, 40. And 60, a ballistic skill then. Okay, and then we have persistence of the forward. Forward carries again stacking, plus 10 bonus to hit, and dodge reduction against any target they've hit with a single target attack. Successful critical hits from a single target attacks increase the hit chance and dodge reduction by 20%. Okay, cool. Pinnacle weaponry. The first attack in combat with any plasma, melta, or power weapon deals an additional damage equal to 5. Okay. For minute combat, this bonus increases. It decreased by 2. I kind of like him with the shotgun. I'm not going to keep Pascal in my party forever. I don't know. Maybe I might keep him in my party a little bit longer because I didn't have him as a main character in the last campaign. We'll see. Pascal gains plus 10 to ballistic skill and plus 15 to dodge reduction with plasma and melta range attacks. Like, they really want you to use plasma and melta with Pascal. But he does so well with the shotgun. Pascal's attacks and effects of the exposed weakness ability gain bonuses against enemies under the effects of the machine spirit communion, as if those enemies have 2 more stacks of exploit. Filtering protocols. When a Pascal uses plasma melta weapons in the first time in a round, he gains plus 1 AP. Machine Spirit scan protocols. A Machine Spirit communion applies 1 stack of exploit on all affected enemies. That's good. I like to spread those around a little bit. Exploits. Just like spread exploits. That's going to be one of my synergies in this party. Manipulator push. Manipulator make it androids. Attacks enemies in close combat, pushing them up to 2 cells away. Let's just do that. Okay, and tank. Weapon skill, strength, perception. What do we have? 30. Weapon skill, 40. Perception, strength. Start leveling up strength. Doing my parts. Timely rescue. When an Astro Militarum commander is under a regimental tactic effect, killing enemy adjacent to an ally. Grants that ally an additional plus 10 momentum. That, if nothing else, I suppose. We can do... What about armor? We have heavy armor training, right? Let's do Grenadier, actually. That's good. And then my assassin. My halfling assassin. Weapon skill. 50. Strength, toughness, willpower. What do we got? 50. Willpower, let's do that. Death Warden. Blade Master's Medicaid is now determined by wisdom skill instead of intelligence. Okay. Great. Blade Master deals Medicaid and critical damage and can use Medicates as if adding a Medicaid. Yeah, cool. Racing tempo. Each attack made with Blade Dancer increases the damage of all subsequent attacks they make this turn by 5%. Okay. The effect stats up to 3 times. Area attacks, burst attacks are considered single attacks. Okay, cool, I guess. Balancing on the edge. Blade Dancer can use both a desperate measure and a heroic. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Let's do that. That's good for later. Cool. Okay, I would like to cheat for that one puzzle, but I also want to kind of move things along. Because I know it's going to take us a long time to get through a lot of this stuff. Actually, you know what? Let's do it, because it's going to have a good amount of loot. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Defender, servants. Anything else? I think we're missing an item. Lower level. No, let's just keep on going. It's fine. It's not going to be the end of the world if we don't do that puzzle. Ooh, so much stuff. Yeah, that's fine.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Witcher Bridge? Okay, cool. Ooh. Actually, mutated flesh sample. Oh yeah, because we put him in that one thing. Sure, why not? Yes. Move things along a little bit. And then we can go over to Footfall. We'll pick up Jay. We'll go straight to the regional governor's office. We'll get Jay. We'll turn her into a halfling. And who are we going to replace Jay with? Kind of want to replace Pascal, actually. I like Pascal. I like how he plays. But we did do a lot of his... He was in our party for quite a bit. So Jay's going to have to be the tech adept, I guess, of the group. You can always hire mercenaries to tailor your experience, gather a whole unique party, and play co-op with your friends. I wonder how playing co-op is with this. It's not like Baldur's Gate 3 where you guys can kind of like split up and do your own thing. I don't know. Interesting. Hi, 𝕿𝖗𝖆. Yeah, it's us. Hi. Little kitty is over, looking at us through the door. Hi. Yeah, meow meow. 𝕿𝖗𝖆. Meow meow. Okay. Yes, finally we have a navigator. Let me turn around. Someone forgot to put a book in my chair. Voxmaster 𝕿𝖗𝖆. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has been prepared for the communion ritual, but if the Lady Navigator wishes to rest in her quarters first... Your heart starts beating furiously. Your breath comes short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that 𝕿𝖗𝖆 is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this sudden wave of unease. What does it say? You decide not to make use of the charm that could inhibit Cassia or Celia's power. I decided not to. That's probably what the puzzle was, I'm assuming. Without even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassia waves her away. First, I wish to speak to the road trader. Leave us. Voxmaster 𝕿𝖗𝖆. Of course. When you're ready for the ritual, please let me know. Cassia sweeps her pensive glaze over 𝕿𝖗𝖆, then lowers her lashes slightly and turns to you. But what right do you issue commands on my vessel? Do not forget your life solely thanks to my magnanimity. Cassia's ruby-red eyes seem to glitter with some intense emotion. Whether anger or fear, it's hard to say. Casting her eyes down, she then continues quietly, choosing her words with care. Forgive my insolence, road trader. It was not my intention to weave coppery threads around you, or to appear ungrateful. Yes, of course. What do you wish to speak about? Nothing of consequence, I see now, for you've already made it quite clear that aboard this vessel my hands and my lips are bound by your will. Therefore, I do not wish to further wait time of pointless conversation. Oh, that's so sad. I'm ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. I require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. Why do you refuse red paint? It is my habit to use the blood of my attendants, so as to preserve my own. However, given my current circumstances, my own will serve even better. The blood of the Navis Novite is sacred, so it's more suitable for the communion ritual. I shall ensure that all the necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Navis. You can tell just the... God, you can be such an asshole in this game. Cassia nods and thanks. I shall take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. If you can survive the gaze of my warp eye when opened. Poor Cassia. Has to be the navigator of a little man with a Napoleon complex. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the Lady Navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. Cool. So, yes. Ho ho ho. Cassia. The Voxcaster in the Sanctum Navis picks up this susurration of closed pious chanting and the metallic clicking of implants. Then the serene voice of the Lady Navigator breaks the silence, initiating communion ritual. You hear the exulting ring of metal freed from the scabbard, then the still gasp of the Lady Navigator, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, and the faint whisper of a brush. This audio picks up pretty well. I see a violet vortex is lashing an ocean with a million flails, an umber shadow spinning over the surface in a fiery dance, a storm rising above the foaming waters, armadas drowning in fog. The path of one end to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her? No, of me. She's painting her canvas in order to do her ritual, in order to start our faster-than-light travel, as usual. The frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light has deadened. The great ruler is gone. Voxmaster 𝕿𝖗𝖆. The Voxmaster recoils at Captive's words and accidentally snaps one of the cogitator levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparks, and the Voxcaster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the broadcast, Lord Captain. I've never heard of the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored now. It will not happen again. Oh my, do I want to whip 𝕿𝖗𝖆? Continue a ritual. That is the order. That is an order. Soul-shredding screams drown out the Vox transmission. Oh god. And the servants in the Sanctum Navis are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain. And then, sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. I don't think this was in the first iteration of the game that we played. It appears that the servants were part of the leading navigators' rites. As for her predecessor, I'll arrange for his bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Road Trader, I fear I have unfortunate news. Endless blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two, and my sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around my brush, or only what draws me onward. The way is blocked. You hear a heavy exhale, rustling fabric, and metallic clicking. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely, even for a second. It was if the depths of the ship housed not only the machine's spirits, but something other. Now I'll retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. It's a half an hour left. I've been doing it for 2 hours. No, a little bit later. I woke up late. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station 𝕿𝖼 5. Regrettably, we arrived too late to evacuate the residents at the station. The warp disruptions affecting 𝕿𝖼 5 twisted the bodies and minds of the attendants. The corruption failed to affect Lady Cassia, thank the Emperor. The navigators are trained to resist the Immaterian's pull. Thank you, 𝕿𝖗𝖆. That will be awful now. As it pleases you, Lord Captain. Wait, we did all of them, right? Can I go somewhere? Lord Captain, there are some commotion on the officer's deck. The lady navigator left her quarters and currently in the wardroom, where an uninitiated crew are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassie to the deck. Okay? So it's gonna make me be like an asshole to Cassie again. I guess it's not making me, but that's my character. Whoa, oh. Like, voice acting, I gotta say, is probably really difficult. Like, just doing those, like yells and stuff like that. Ugh. Probably thrashes your voice. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, coming back. Thanks for waiting. You beautiful people. Wonderful people. I hit the enter key. Yeah, I'm playing well. Oh, come on. We got to do this campaign, Cassia. Tiny man.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
She's probably incredibly... She's taller than... Navigators are generally taller, or a lot of times they're taller than the average person, so... Like, do not look down at me! The Lady Navigator is engrossed in pursuing dusty tomes, which appear to have been neglected by the other officers. Be it because of sloth or dullness of mind. When you come closer, Cassia looks down at you, starts, and hides a weathered book behind her back. Let's see here. Captain Guppo feels a little slightly guilty. Captain Guppo, I would say, is not necessarily 100% a bad man. Mostly a bad man. But, yeah. Let's see. I see you are fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves. And I must say, it has caught my eye. Its every chapter is written in verse. I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
Cassia carefully shows you the book, which turns out to be a collection of works by Acadian naval commander and poet Alanus Quint. I think that's actually a character in the novels, I want to say.
𝕽𝖼 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Although most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
Are you, he's trying to make small talk. He's trying his best not to be an asshole. Are you satisfied with your new attendance?
Your servants are somewhat sluggish when it comes to attending a noblewoman of the Navis nobility, but they are quite tolerable.
Yes.
Thank you for your concern.
Of course. Perception test succeeded. Cassia cringes ever so slightly, adjusts the endorments on her forehead, then awkwardly hides her clawed fingers and folds over clothes. The unnatural appearance of the navigators often becomes the topic of gossip among the lowly servants and officers alike. It is clear she does not feel comfortable aboard a ship teeming with new people. I hope that you have had ample time to calm yourself and your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility. But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting.
Dare she take that tone with me? Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House 𝕬𝖆𝖉𝖊𝖗, Lord Captain. Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
Cassie's response is reserved and pointedly decorous, clearly intended to create a distance between you.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying. You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I.
Well.
I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
Quite right, so I'd ask you mind what you say from now on.
Yes, I understand. I offer you my apologies once more.
Cassie covers her burning face and swiftly exits the room. Oh. Stupid halfling! Watch where you're stepping. Too tall. Cool. Do. What? We're at 2 hours, 13 minutes so far. I want to at least get Jay before I end the stream. I hear that they patched it so you can get the new companion early in the coming chapter. So hopefully we can get that within the stream too. Come on. $100. Okay, let's get out of this system. I don't like it anymore. Okay, cool. Let's get out of this system. I don't like these people. Guppo, Lord of Pies, yep. Okay, let's go. Cross Expanse. More loading. Sure. We didn't really talk much about lore. Let's see if I can squeeze it in during, like, loadings. Wait. I guess this is the only starport bunch of electrodynamics, Xenobium. We've done everything, haven't we? Chapter 1 prologue. Become the Flag's blood. Explore freight line? What? Death cultists have pointed out where the lower decks and the freight line that likewise serve as the starting point of the Lord Captain's journey to Temple of Death. I'm not going to be doing that right now. Taste of victory. Deal with unfinished before the triumph. Oh yeah, okay. We have to go to Rakadmar Norris, and there's going to be a celebration. Ah, man, I want to get the new stuff. Okay, whatever. Okay, Starport. Electronic Xenobium, Starport, and Bunker. And yes. Profit factor isn't spent on buying items, but serves as a simple prerequisite. Oh, so you know what we can do? While it's loading up, we can always talk about stuff, right? So, you know, one thing I can talk about. Let's see here, Rogue Trader. So one of the most popular rogue traders in the 40k RPG setting is House Harlock, right? So House Harlock was based on actually like an anime series. Let's see. Let me see if I can show you guys. Harlock. I think it's Harlock anime. Harlock the Space Pirate, right? So Wikipedia. So space based on this guy, right? Movie's not that great. the remake movie has like but it is pretty much this guy. Let's see, here he is. Cool. So Harlock, right? So House Harlock. A quote from it. Anyone who looks in the store and thinks himself first to do so is a fool. Every planet, moon, or glittering sun is a grave of untold races in the slumbering tomb of secrets lost through passage of time. So I think he was like, if not the first, one of the first actually first charted the Callistics expanse before it became an actual imperial sector, our neighboring sector of space. Like here, the Cronus expanse is not really an official imperial sector yet, which is interesting that they've had a lot of time of like conquest and exploration of the Cronus expanse, but it's still not an imperial sector. But the Callistics expanse is imperial territory, and it's been established. It has a bunch of imperial worlds there, and I think it was originally charted and settled on behalf of Solomon Harlock. I think that's Solomon Harlock is the founder of the Harlock Warrant of Trade. So House Harlock is infamous and, according to some, damned rogue trader dynasty that has played important roles in the histories of the Galaxy Sector, Cronus Expanse, and the Jericho Reach. Which the Jericho Reach is interesting because the Jericho Reach is actually on the other side of the galaxy. Harlock's War. House Harlock was founded during the Age of Apostasy in the early 36th millennium. We're at the 42nd millennium currently in this particular game. In the Jericho Sector by Free Captain Mordecai Harlock. Okay, Mordecai was the founder. And his reward granted through the influence of the ecclesiarchy for his role in defending the Imperium during the Reign of Blood. Okay, so one of the many eras of 40k was the Age of Apostasy, where the church was the branch of government, like the administratum, like the bureaucratic branch of the government, and the religious sect that controls the church came under the power of one man, right? And he started consolidating his power, and essentially he kind of became almost a council of one, right? The church started becoming kind of crazy, turned against the actual Imperium itself, and there's this imperial civil war. Now, Mordecai Harlock, it doesn't really say what his background was. I think he was just an explorator, so that would imply that maybe he's a naval officer or some sort of officer that involved in that civil war, right? Between 257 and 265 M36, revolts and armed resistance movement flared up across the Jericho sector as labor quotas tallied the demands of the sector's own over-governors in response to the tyrannical rule of the High Lord 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗. That's the guy who was the mad, almost like king of the Imperium at that time, increased exponentially. While most of these insurrections were quickly and brutally crushed, the resulting collateral damage was extensive, marring the Jericho sector's production capacity further, which in turn meant the ever-increasing demands to make up for the shortfall that cannot be fulfilled, creating an ever-worsening cycle of representation and revolt. Let's go over to Jericho sector really quick. So Jericho sector, Jericho Reach. Yeah, so this is, let's see, the third Warhammer 40,000 role-playing game. There was Dark Heresy, there was Rogue Trader, and then there was Death Watch, right? So the Jericho Reach is like, I think it was an Imperial, it became an Imperial sector, and then it was lost to the Imperium. And now it's kind of like a neutral territory as of the M41 7, I think it was like 760. Is that what we said that one stream? But it's interesting that the Harlocks started in this sector. So, okay, that kind of puts things in perspective. So the Jericho Reach is all the way over on the eastern side of the galactic map. And we're currently over on the western side, right? The overgovernors began a paranoid-driven sense of purges to remove anyone they perceive as a noble potential threat, increasing their revenue by plundering the coffers out of the sector's corporate magnates and nobility. I don't actually remember a lot of the stuff, but I did kind of do a little bit of research into the Harlock dynasty, because I was thinking about having his footprint in one of my campaigns. Among these, the estates and vessels of the then absent Okay, so he was a free captain. Free Captain Mordecai Harlock, whose holdings spanned the Jericho sector and several others beyond its borders, were seized by the order of the Overgovernor Marilla Mordecai on his return. In protest, Harlock resisted arrest, slaying those who would try to hold him. He fled in a single vessel, the Spear of Destiny, into the Slinar Drift, swearing bloody vengeance. Slinar Drift. Slinar Drift. Does it actually map that out? Does it say where that is? Slinar Drift is a dense cluster found within the Jericho region, segment to Ultima. Okay, interesting. Anyways, go back. Come on. Internet's being so slow. Slinar Drift. Though sheer force of personality and fear, Free Captain Mordecai Harlock convinced a vagabond fleet of privateers, refugee merchants, and disgruntled Charitas captains to join him in war resistance against the overgovernors in the Jericho sector and those who stood with him that last from 263 until 270. So 7 years. They began a guerrilla warfare of ambush and lightning attacks against tithe shipping loan for tourist Templar vessel. Yeah, man, I totally this lore went over my head. I totally didn't get this part of the Harlock dynasty, but we'll read a little bit more. I'll tell you a little bit more about why I'm talking about this. They began a guerrilla warfare ambush and lightning attacks against the tithe shipping loan for tourist Templar vessels. For tourist Templar were the church militia at the time. The vessels and outposts were smuggling weapons and ecclesiarch priests who had turned against Vandir's ministry of the Adeptus Ministorum and Adeptus Administratum to resistance movements against Vandir's rule across the Jericho sector and neighboring regions. Okay, so we'll go back to this probably eventually before I end the stream. But this guy started up with Charitas captain, which are just like small merchant emporiums throughout certain sectors of the imperial space, right? He was awarded a warrant of trade. It became like probably one of the strongest warrant of trades, or the strongest warrant of trades and the strongest dynasty, right? As a wealth of power, influence, and there are a lot of people wanted to marry into the Rogue Trader dynasty. A lot of little political power that you can kind of shift around. But there's also became a lot of intrigue, a lot of assassination attempts, and it became to the point where I think Erasmus Harlock, that was I want to say it's like M37, because Erasmus Harlock I think was one of the ones that helped found the Calixics sector, and has explored a little bit of the Chronos Expanse. So he's just like everywhere, right? But one of the assassination attempts on his right as the first son in line for this power base, the Warren of Trade, I think it like killed his like wife and child and a lot of his like important allies. So he just went insane, and he like wiped out like the majority of his family throughout the entire Imperium. Like he just went out of the Khaleesi sector, went through the Chronos Expanse, went through like Terror, all the stuff. He hunted every last one of his heirs. This is what I remember. I think he even hunted a lot of the Navigator house. The main Navigator house that supplied his dynasty with navigators is House Nostromo, and which is kind of it. I think it also was attacked, and Harlock, I think, killed the majority of the Nostromos and drove them into the Chronos Expanse, right? And they lost a lot of their resources. I think they had to kind of turn to chaos. I think some might just be like a pirate navigator house at the moment. And they haven't really featured at any point. I think there might be a Nostromo staff in the game, but I'm not entirely sure on that. But anyways, yeah, a lot of stuff that we talk about. He was, I think he actually owned the Footfall, the station at one point. And then he kind of like abandoned it and it was took over by someone else. But anyways, I just want to let you know about that because I find it very interesting. But we'll go back to that. Let's do
a new challenge for me.
Let's try to get our. Oh, so that's a Winter Scale crest. Okay. Oh, it's literally like a scale. Let's see. Winter scale. Got it. Okay. It's interesting to see, like, crest markings. 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗. Solomorn. Cool. What's up, Solomorn? I hope you and your retinue can take care of yourselves. All the arbitrators are busy quelling the riot. We'll not be able to support you. 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗. We're good. I'm ready for my triumph. Then I will see you at the starport, your lordship. The master of ceremonies will organize the procession in a way that should allow me to share the ceremony's finale with you. And after that, Emperor willing, the protractor will clear me of all charges, and the woes of Rykan Minors will be over at last. Fly to the upper way. Okay, cool.
Victory awaits!
Anything else? I feel like I missed something. Oh, what's this? The cottage here looks a lot older and more worn than the ones next to it. However, it has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced, and not a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with prayers to 𝕿𝖗𝖆𝖊𝖊𝖗 adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Bundles of gold notch cables run from inside to a small data crypt that is connected only a short while ago. The screen reads awaiting access code. Force access, I guess? You've bypassed the security layers. The cogitator is ready to reveal the secrets. Pascal leans forward and rubs his fingers over the keys. Cogitator's screen blinks and responds with a string of unknown characters. I appeal to Mistine's spirit to open Logis Abel's personal archives as well. Is accepted my request. Go to Logis' personal archive. Results of Logis Abel's data trance. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it. Shackled in stasis. The minds of the initiated slumbering. And I kind of want to keep on going, man. Because I mean, I love this lore, but I really want to get to the DLC content. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harness of their vows. I'm registering impulse of change. I summarize a potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Logis Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded in verbatim. Logis Abel is seeking audience with the venerable Dar Impulse 6, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the Governor's Palace for a shuttle flight to the Electrodynamic Cenobium. A message has been sent to the Verbundus system. Okay. Pascal, the cycle can be discontinued. I recognize those words. The voice of the Vox is soft and pensive, barely audible over the static noise. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Verbundus system. It is me. Omnissiah, grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. I'll just go through this really quick, because I really want to go to and get fast forward a little bit. It does have a great plot and a great lore, I think. One of these days I'm going to have enough free time to kind of go into the lore of this game. Become like kind of like a part-time LoreTuber. I love doing that. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Uno momento, por favor. 1 second, guys. 1 second, my friends. 1 second. Let's go back. Cool. Cool. Everything working okay? It looks like it. Low times, low times. There's some big low times. Game auto-saved. Ah, yes. They acknowledge my greatness, Pascal. Master of Ceremonies. Your Lordship, Peerless Lord Teawhistle, I am the Master of Ceremonies of 𝕿𝖚𝖚𝖊𝖚𝖚. Everything is in place for your triumph. Allow me to give you a brief summary of the upcoming events. I wish to start the triumph at once. Give the order. Of course, your lordship. Yes. They did not clean up this place? What a disgrace. Do they know who I am? Lord Guppo Teawhistle? Ah, yes, a throne. In a tank. Mount the tank and commence the triumphant march. Yes. Excellent. Someone give me a booster seat. Is he going to show me? We huddle together. I barely see a thing from back here. Oh, yeah, I can see my guy. He's so tiny. Yes, hello. Yes, commoners. 'Tis I, Guppo. Wait, is the tank small? Wait, did it shrink the tank? I think it might have. Okay. Make way, make way. Let us greet a hero. A small group of festively dressed people rushes toward you. You chose to, for a group of planted adulterators to approach you during the triumph. Did I choose that? Pilot Raquel. Glory to the Teawhistle dynasty. Glory to Captain Guppo Teawhistle, a hero of 𝕿𝖚𝖚𝖊𝖚𝖚. A stately, beautiful, and finely dressed woman calls out your name in a sonorous voice. It isn't until you take a closer look at her face do you recognize her as Captain Raquel, the pilot on 𝕿𝖚𝖊𝖚𝖚. Do I recognize her? I don't. Master of Ceremonies. The grateful citizens wish to present gifts to their Redeemer. The Master of Ceremonies' sugary voice almost brings a taste of honey to your mouth. Ah, yes, of course. For some reason, you know for certain that right at this moment, the gaze of Aurora's dead, empty eye socket is fixed on the back of your head. Okay. The thought surfaces into your mind, not a voice inside your head. No, a mere thought. They're all going to die. Befuddled, deprived, never can have seen the truth. It's all because of you, enemy mine. Oh, they're just parading her corpse around. Read the people. It is my pleasure to protect the Imperium and world, this imperial world, and all of its honest inhabitants. May the light of eternal terror shine on us all. Where's my booster seat? 𝕿𝖚𝖚𝖚𝖚 honors its emperor and bows to his most loyal servants, the rogue traders. Yes, very good. Idira, what? They're coming out of the darkness. They're stealing the light. The darkness is insatiable, and behind them, behind these thieves, ineffable eye flows, watching. Yeah, Idira is my trusted companion, my soothsayer. I always keep her close. Arar, behold the final dawn. Apparitions. Help me! How do I work the controls on this? The tank! Oh, my beautiful throne! Minions, help! Voidship Bridge. Okay, we ran back. Okay. Load times are so bad at this game sometimes. Yeah, I have to find a stop to pause it. Or stop the stream in just a little bit. Almost. I think I'll say that Captain Guppo considers... Well, I mean, Idira is a halfling, so Captain Guppo considers her advice very strongly, and maybe a little bit of, a friend, I'll say. Captain Guppo doesn't have a lot of friends because he is kind of like an asshole. Stealing my son. Give that back. Yeah, they stole the sun. That's a new cutscene. I know that they added a lot of cutscenes ever since the initial version of this game. That is pretty amazing that they have done that. They've really polished up this game. After falling into a trap or receiving damage that exceeds 50% of the total wounds within one round, a character will receive a fresh injury. Injuries reduce the character's resolve. If 3 or more injuries accumulate, they will turn into a trauma. It's also a trauma. Having to delay my introduction into the next chapter of this game. Hurry up, game.
Take a knee and bow before me.
Come to chaos!
Okay. So... The sun! It has gone! Okay, I'm going to pause it right there. Because I have no idea if I'm going to be able to get to where I want to go before the... Yeah, I really have to go. So anyways, I'll polish off this combat so it'll save us some time when we come back next week. That's fun. I understand that once we go into the next chapter, in the beginning of it, we'll get the new companion. So, fun. Wish I was able to hang out with you guys a little bit more, but 'tis what it is, you know? Anyway. Boop. Guys, thank you very much for attending my stream today. You guys are all amazing, incredible people. All beautiful people. Make me blush a little bit. I will do my best to put out more content. I don't know. I just have to be better about my schedule and managing my time, right? But keep an eye on our Discord for any sort of updates I can do to the channel. You guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. I really appreciate those who've been helping me out lately. Gotta push up my numbers over on YouTube. Current goal, like I said, is 500 subscribers over on YouTube. If you can throw me a subscribe or follow on YouTube and or Twitch, it's great. Really do appreciate it. If you guys can just, you know, show up in my chat every so often, even if you just want to lurk, I just like to hang out with you. I like to have your presence. But yeah, we'll be playing this again next week. I think our plans for moving over to Battlefleet Gothic Armada, modded Battlefleet Gothic, or as soon as we finish up with the majority of the DLC content for Lex Imperialis, then we'll move over to that. And we'll kind of splice that content in with Road Trader. But I think I'll put out the schedule as soon as I can. But we're going to do more Ultimate Alliance on Wednesday. Tuesday we're going to try to get a little more progress in our Master of Magic campaign. Saturday we finished up Lisa the Hopeful. Part 2 of Hopeful is not going to come out for a while, so we can put out for that. Pointless, we will eventually go on into it, but I'm going to do a palate cleanser. We're going to play Beloved Rapture, I want to say. And then a week from now, we're going to be going back to Road Trader. So that's current goal. We'll see if I can do a little bit more in the meantime. But I do appreciate all of your support, like I said before. Follow me on social media. Follow me on X, Blue Sky, Twitter, what all that jams on it. I'm all the same. Mechanical Beanstalk. You can just Google me on Google, and you'll find me. What else can I say? Have a great week, guys. You're going to have an amazing week. I'm very jealous of you. And I will talk to you later, I suppose. Be cool. See you later. And bye.